What is up, guys? In this video we're going to be talking about prototypes and how you can use them to add some properties to constructor functions. And yeah, let's get started immediately by going over what we had last time, which is a simple function of user which initializes this name and this age with the name and age that we insert here. And it has a small function that introduces the user that we have. Now let's go ahead and create a prototype so you can see exactly what I mean by adding new properties. So let's pretend we want to also add a gender to both of these. Of course, you can go ahead and type in this.gender, blah, 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 is equal to the gender up here. But another way to do it is to refer to the constructor function and type in dot prototype dot whatever value you want to create. And we want to create a gender, and we're going to set them initially to male. So this is going to add this value to both of these users, or to all of the users that are created with this function. So now if we go ahead and click on save, and now let's go ahead and let's pretend to log, let's go ahead and log even. You're going to notice that we will also have a prototype down here that says gender and male. But the easier way to access this would be to do even.gender, which of course will give us male. And this will work for both of them. So if we go ahead and write log samu.gender, we will get male and male because both of them were turned to male. Now, of course, we can also go down here and change them. So we can go ahead and type in user.prototype.gender, and that can equal a female. And this is going to override the previous one. So as you can see, even though we declared it up here, it's going to say even, and it's going to create another user of Samu. But since this was the last declared prototype, these two are going to use this gender over here, and this one has been overridden. But let's pretend that Samu identifies as a female. Of course, you can also go ahead and type in samu.gender is equal to female. And when we run that, you're going to get even gender male and Samu gender female. So essentially prototypes are kind of like a global editor for your constructor functions. And this also works if you want to create some very simple functions inside your constructors. So for example, instead of saying gender, let's go ahead and delete these two lines of code and go back to the prototype and write hello, because we want to create a function that says hello. And this is going to equal a function. Let's create a block as well. And inside this function, we're just going to log that the user says hello. And we can refer to all of the information from this user just by using the this keyword as well. So all of these are accessible by including the this keyword. And we can do this.name plus says hello. So every time we call this function now, it will be applicable to all of the users, and it will always use the local name of the object. So now we can go ahead and type in even.hello and add a pair of parentheses and do the same thing for Samu, which will get hello just like that. Then we can go ahead and click on save, and you'll notice that it will say even says hello and Samu says hello because we have created this prototype function that says hello. And those were the very basics regarding prototypes. If you want to learn a bit more, I definitely recommend going to W3 Schools or even some other site online, because there is a few more details that might help, but I don't think they are necessary for the time being. Just that you have the general idea of how these work is good enough. And with that being said, as always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to look at them. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.
This video was brought to you by Code Palace, a free way to learn how to code.